Mike Hill, what you talking about? Mike Hill, my dog. He was on the Rocks with us before. I've been knowing him since, 20 years now, ESPN. Good dude, good brother.
Jason Whitlock. And I got love for all these guys, except Jason Whitlock. Did I say that? I love sports, and I love the sports experts. But man, something's gotten out of control and the shit needs to stop. You got more of these sports experts talking more about each other than talking about the actual product. I mean, just in the past month, Ryan Clark came after Cam. Acho went after Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes came back at Acho. Matt Barnes and Stephen A had a back and forth. Everybody coming after Stephen A, it seems. D Wade and Patrick Beverly got into it. Jason Whitlock. Jason.
He don't like Jason Whitlock, I guess. I don't know what the beef is between him and Jason Whitlock. I can assume what it is, and I think it's probably racial, political, something like that, like going after black players, black athletes, black people. I can assume. I know Mike Hill. I know his roots. He gave us some great stories of his upbringing, and I know how he is. He plants his flag for his people, and I know how Jason is. He's like, oh, give me that flag. Let me clean it off. Let me dust it off. Let me mess with it for a minute and get it a little better, sew it tighter and all that. So I know they having some kind of accountability, responsibility, conversation somewhere. I know that. Yeah, it may be deeper than that, but that's my assumption. Now, from that point, the only thing I will push back on is this. There's a lot of reluctance and resistance to something that just is. You notice that with technology. Like he's talking about right now, why are y'all all infighting and beefing? Come on. Can we put the guns down? Can we all get along? What's she saying, Boy in the Hood? Can we go somewhere where y'all fighting and shooting? He looked at her, he said, man, shut up, girl. He didn't say girl either. Man, shut up. And I'm like Ice Cube right now, Doughboy. Can we get along? Man, shut up. No, we don't have to get along. It's okay. This reluctance to what's happening, to reality, this reluctance to reality is hilarious. If you know sociology, you know my favorite word. If you know sociology, you understand this is how it goes, okay? This is the reality. This is what independent media is showing you, a truth, or authenticity. This is why you didn't see this on linear cable, national, traditional media, because that wasn't real. How do I know? I worked there for 20 plus years. You got to laugh at that joke that ain't funny. You got to smile and keep the things going around, get along, go along, gang. You got to. Because why? Because you got another segment with that person. You got another show tomorrow with that person. You got a career to build with this person potentially, or at least at this network for years. So, okay. Just like on a football team, you can't out your quarterback when he throw 5 picks. You know everybody on the Houston Texans was looking at C.J. Stroud like he a scrub that day when he played the Patriots. How many of them came out and said something? That's my point. So stop acting like this is brand new. But once they leave that team, what happened with DeMarcus Lawrence when he left the Cowboys? What did he say? First thing he said, he was in Seattle in the offseason. They ain't even played one game. And he said, I had to get out of Dallas. They ain't winning no Super Bowl. We're going to do that here. Excuse me? Seattle with Sam Darnold? Y'all going to do what? Oops. So this reluctance to reality, all these dudes that keep saying, why we keep fighting? Why we keep talking? I tell you why. Because y'all being honest finally. You're just being real finally. It's okay. And I don't understand. You're not tearing me down if you start talking about me. You're not. Because one, it has to be true. But two, I got to give a damn. Your words have no power if I don't care. Everybody else is thinking this. Okay. They going to always think something, bruh. There's no stadium, no arena that you ever walk into where everyone's going to cheer you and everyone's going to boo you. So get over it, boo-boo.
In Whitlock 2 times, he had to throw his big 2-piece biscuit and a gravy into the mix. Jason Whitlock. And I got love for all these guys, except Jason Whitlock. Did I say that? Jason Whitlock. But bruh, while I love a little debate and drama, this has gotten too far out of hand.
This has gotten too far out of hand? Where you from? I'm from L.A., homie. I done survived the riots. I done survived the South Central, a place where busting the cap is fundamental. And when he said that, we almost thought we were getting shot listening to that song.
All talented, accomplished, and accredited individuals who have built these huge money-making platforms in the world of sports. But when they gonna stop tearing down each other's empires?
Mike, you're in film session right now. Check yourself out. All right, whose empire got tore down because of these conversations? Go. Matter of fact, let's be real. Everyone's attention, clicks, views, subscriptions, whatever you want to measure it by, go up when they go into something. Okay? You can call it clout chasing, whatever you want to call it. But the point is, that's what happens. When somebody goes at Stephen A. Smith, it could be me, it could be anybody. When you go at him, hey, tune in at 2 o'clock Eastern, you're going to want to hear this. Like whatever that is, it goes up. Now that doesn't mean you design it. It just means when it occurs, it's up. Just like if I'm playing offense and all of a sudden you want to come out and cover zero and my boy is about to run that fade and he about to run that cross, oh yeah, it's going up. We about to light you up. Good luck. Right? Like stop fighting reality. Nobody's empire. Matter of fact, people are building things off of this. And more importantly, it ain't even about this. It's just, why you want to limit it to just talking about what? Talk about what? What are we going to talk about right now? NFL draft coverage? Ugh. Fernando Mendoza or not? Ugh. I played in NFL and I don't give a damn about no NFL draft coverage. Is he going number 1? Maybe he won't. No, look out for Ty Simpson. No, I think it's still Fernando. I'm not doing that for 3 months. 1, I'm not doing that. That's boring content for me to even do. 2, I think y'all might get fatigued. But 3, if you're not, there are channels for it. But it's funny because Mike is jumping in and saying stop doing something that he's doing himself. Why you don't like Jason Whitlock? Not defending Jason, just saying you said don't tear down anybody in empires, but except him. See, once you say exception, then we know that rule ain't really stirred. It ain't really that. It ain't really that strong. Come on, big dog. You know better than that.
Like I said, I'm all for a little drama every now and then. Hell, I was part of a reality show. But it's kind of ironic that some of these same brothers who tried to discourage me from being a part of that drama are now creating their own ugly reality.
Let me see. Oh, Acho, Matt Barnes, Ryan Clark, Pat Bev. That is not Whitlock, is it? Yeah, Whitlock. Ooh, Whitlock, see this picture. Boy, if you drop about 13 pounds, you're going to be in them streets. And then Stephen A., The Real Husbands of Podcasting. Now, that's funny. That's pretty good. I love it, Mike. Mike's a comedian now, too. He's doing stand-up. Doing well at it, too, man. Funny.
And they ain't pulling wigs. These brothers seem like they just trying to pull up on each other. And the only tea they seem to be spilling is toxicity.
Okay, ain't nobody pulled up on nobody. Nobody. LeBron pulled up on Stephen A., and that's because Stephen A. pulled up on him. Like, if I got beef with you, whatever you want to say, or we got an issue, and then you pull up, you bring your 5.0 and park right in front of my mama house, and I'm over there visiting her, then I come outside and say, what you doing here? What's up? You want to talk? And then you say, nah, I don't want to talk. I don't want to do nothing. I'm sorry. And drive away. That's all that was. That's as close as we got to some contention. Have you heard of anybody in media knocking somebody else out in media? What we had, Jim Everett and Jim Rohn 35 years ago? Ain't nobody pulling up on nobody. Stop it. Why y'all so damn hyperbolic? And there ain't no toxicity. If I don't like what you just said, I'm going to say it. What's the point of having a microphone if I can only say what you want to hear? Oh, that was deep, huh? What's the point of having a microphone if all I can say is what you want to hear? Partner.
And they all got something in common. Funny.
Oh, I hate this argument. Mike, stop. I hate this argument. Black people always going at black people. People are so damn biased and selective, perceptive, and more importantly, I hate to say it, enslaved. Ooh, God, Lord. Now, let me be real. Let me be real for a second. Woosah. This is the real. Everybody goes at everybody. You just don't pay attention. Let me give you an example. People always say black people always doing this. You ever watch white shows, as you want to call them, white shows? I give you one. TMZ is a white show. There's more white people on there than anybody. Working there, covering it, what they talking about. Most of them stories is about white people, okay? White on white crime, no? Oh, that ain't it? All right, I give you another. And TMZ is gigantic. They got little buses and vans going through my neighborhood all the time, just showing people this is where they live, this is what they do. This is come on, stop. That's Robert Redford's home. Stop. Tom Hanks is home. Stop. If you want to say who goes at each other the most, white people. You don't believe me? Access Hollywood. You ever watch that? They tearing down black people? Oh, okay. You want another one? Entertainment Tonight. Shall we? You want more? National Enquirer. Couldn't even check out of a grocery store without seeing white people just tearing each other down. Another story about Elizabeth Taylor. but black people are doing it. Man, if you don't get off that little ass farm you own, and whoever you are thinking like that, look at the world at large. Okay? Get out your box. It's okay too. If they can do it and they survive and thrive in it, what do you think? It's bad? See, this is the problem. People really don't want that mirror. It's a mirror of accountability when you get to criticize. What do you think opinionists are? They are people who say, hey, wait a minute now. That's a little too much. That's too far. I don't like that. You don't like them? Why? Because they're calling you out? Oh, that's a whole different issue.
And we don't see Pat McAfee beefing with Colin Cowherd or Tony Kornheiser going after Bill Simmons that often.
No, you don't. You want to know why you don't? Because one, you ain't got the former athlete element into it all the way, but you do have former white athletes going at people. Ben Roethlisberger, example A. Okay? Now you're talking about media entities. Colin Cowherd, who did he say? Bill Simmons. Bill Simmons go at cats all the time. Are you kidding me? Maybe it doesn't make noise. Maybe you don't gravitate to it. Maybe because you don't want to run with it, or a lot of people. Bill Simmons always calling somebody out. Are you kidding me? I don't understand this. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, you can't, because I'm not.
So here's my plea, because I know, love, and respect each and every one of them with the exception of one, and you know who your big ass is. Like I said, I understand beef. I understand a little drama every now and then ain't bad. But once again, like I know y'all know each other, man. So
I have to do this. Y'all, I hope y'all know who Thomas Sowell is. If you don't, just Google. I know a lot of times he's not in mainstream media, mainstream education, but he should be. This dude is so genius, it's insane. He might be Yoda on Earth. Point being, do you know that a lot of these things that the culture, black culture, comes from, which is nothing but Western European societies, Western European ideals, Western European thoughts and ideologies. Like, we borrowed literally black ghetto culture ain't nothing but old white ghetto culture. Like, it's way too deep. But the point is, stop acting like you made something up and that we the only ones doing this. We literally took our culture from somebody else who looked opposite of us. Wonder how that happened.
Why don't we start doing a better job of building each other up instead of trying to tear each other down? Or at least when you got beef, man, reach out to one another privately. And for God's sake.
Nope. First of all, I ain't tearing you up, building you up, tearing you down. None of that. And don't call me if you ain't ever called me before. Don't start no new relationship off some beef. You called me. If you ain't ever called me, first time you call me better not be, hey man, I heard what you said about me. Well, good. If you heard it, then address it. Like, these cats that's really auntie behavior to me. Like, you never had the courtesy, decency, you never had the desire to ever want to talk to me on the phone. But then, because people are talking about you because they heard about something I said, now let's talk. Hey, if it was a public situation, we're going to address this publicly. If it's a private situation, we're going to address it privately. Okay, don't switch up now because you don't like the results. Don't switch up now because you don't like the score. I don't like that. It ain't that deep too. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not even a man's man. I'm not even tough like that. But the last thing I'm about to do is soften the blow. I play football. Life is a contact sport. You better duck.
Like Chris Rock said,
don't fight in front of white people.
Except Whitlock. Because we all know that Whitlock is purposely doing it for a certain group of people. So forget about him.
Mike's my boy, y'all. But at the same time, truth is my friend. All right, if Whitlock's doing it for a certain group of people, Mike, are you doing this for a certain group of people? Mike, we know there's another side out there. I always tell the story when my wife We were at a red light in the middle of COVID, or maybe the beginning of COVID. And we had a red light, and my wife hit me in a gentle, loving spouse way. But she's like, I was like, what? And she's like, you're not gonna honk? I was like, honk for what? She's like, it said BLM honk. I was like, what am I honking for though? I know I see Black Lives Matter and it's a group and they out there. Honk for what? What are they standing for? That nudge from her and me not honking and her feeling all, she arguing me or like, oh, what's up with you? What's wrong with you? You ain't black enough. That led me that night at 2, 3 in the morning to look up their mission statement. I think that might be my most viral video. I said, I want to know more. See, I'm not a hater. I'm going to pause right now because he almost done with this clip. I'm going to tell you, I'm not a hater.
It's open season on his ass until he disappears, which we know that's damn near impossible.
Hey, dope name, open mic. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, Mike is my boy. Whitlock's my boy. So what? I'm not a hater though. So that night, 2, 3 in the morning, I said, everybody's into this BLM. I want to know what they about, what they standing for. What are they? Because look, I'm the last one to be late to the party. I may not be on time, but I ain't gonna be that late. And I read it. And I'm a nerd, y'all. Y'all think I'm a football player and all these other things. I'm just a nerd. Not a genius, just a nerd. I said, what? I'm sitting there in a house with kids and wife, and I'm reading this mission statement for Black Lives Matter. I was like, my life must not matter because my life ain't this. And I said, wait a minute. All right, maybe I'm wrong. I put down some notes. I said, okay, make sure, cut and paste this mission statement, and I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, Fox. I was on Speak for Yourself. I said, I'm gonna read this with Jason Whitlock. I said, I'm gonna read this. No, I wasn't. Was it Whitlock? Yeah, it was Whitlock. Maybe. I don't know. I've been hitting the head. Let me read this. Man, I read that thing. People were like, what? Do you know that nobody who was honking, nobody who was over there knew what that mission statement was that I knew? Not a single person that I knew. They was like, dog, I saw what you read. I didn't know. I didn't know. I was like, dog, it wasn't to out them. It was to end you. Like, do you know what you're talking about? And that happens 1,000 times in 1,000 different ways. That's how I'm built. I ain't taking no sides. And if you don't like that, sorry. I'm always gonna look out for you. You my best friend, I'm looking out for you more than anything. But when we know where the line is, you ain't gotta look out for me like that, dog. You know where the line is, and you ain't gotta do nothing about it. I got you. I get where you coming from. Man, that was deep. I see you, Mike. Shout out to Mike. I don't take sides. I see Mike Hill next time. It's love. I see Jason Whitlock. It's love. Y'all don't love each other? Oh, well, I see both of y'all. That's on y'all. Real spit. What's good, fam? It's your boy, Marcellus Wiley. And I got to talk to you about something that's been a game changer for me. Y'all know I've been on the comeback trail after my hip surgery. And let me tell you, getting back to 100% ain't easy. I've been looking for anything to give me that edge, to help me bounce back stronger, faster. And that's where VINIA's new blood flow hydration product comes in. Oh, this ain't just another supplement, people. This is about optimizing your body from the inside out. Since I started taking VINIA blood flow hydration, I'm feeling a big difference in my physical therapy sessions and my energy levels. And for anyone out there, or just looking to elevate your daily well-being, this is it. So head over to my link in my bio, check out VINIA blood flow hydration, and start your own comeback story. Trust me, your body will thank you. Oh, that wasn't enough? Y'all want some more? Well, check out the link in my bio, Hydration Situation Live. Blah, blah, blah. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe it's the verses.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.